14 GL450 that we're rebuilding due to some kind of a common problem. Sometimes when people use cheap fuel, can create a little bit buildup of debris since it's a direct injection and turbo. Everything goes straight from the head into the combustion chamber and not from the intake manifold. So there is nothing actually that lubricating the valve stems, and it's created a lot of buildup as they work and building up heat, and then exhaust gas goes back into the valves and creating some kind of misfires. In that case, on this engine, it was on cylinder number 7. But anyway, the reason for this video is I want to show you, if you ever work on this engine and you don't know, you're not sure how the timing works, relatively very easy timing, relatively. But you still, of course, you're going to need to know what you're doing when you're doing the timing. But I want to show you how the timing works. And after you put the car back in the timing, I want to show you how to make sure that you're really in the timing, although you know, hold on. Although you know that you put the car in the timing, you got to make sure that you get back into the timing. So I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to flip the camera. So that's the 278 engine. You got the right bank, you got the left bank, you got exhaust, you got exhaust camshaft, you got intake camshaft on both sides, and there are marks on the exhaust and the intake. Here are the marks. You can see these 2 dots, and you see the one in the middle. Then you see one over here. Where is it? Over here, the 2 dots, and the one in the middle. So you know this side is timed. Obviously, this side is timed. To put the timing, you have this little mark over here, and you got to put cylinder 1 atop that center, and you have the sign on the crank pulley. Let's see, I'll show you where it is. Where is it? All right, anyway, you're gonna see it on the hold on, here it is. So that's gonna be your top dead center, and once you mark this one and this one here together with each other, and all these spots are matching each other. One is over here on the left bank, one is over here. Then you know that you're going to be in timing. Now, after I timed everything, I wanted to spin the engine and make sure that the engine is in timing. And I can tell you that I started to spin it. In the overall, I think I counted maybe 150 times that I spun the engine until I got back to the same timing. But after about 80 or 90, I started to doubt myself. Am I still in the right timing or not? So I can tell you, you're going to make sure the spark plugs are out. Make sure your injectors are out. Obviously, they're going to be out if you're checking the timing. But make sure there is no resistance in the combustion chamber that might hold it from spinning, because it's going to kill you if it does. So don't put your spark plugs back when you check your timing. I spun the engine 150 times until I got back to the exact same timing. But every time it was either 2 teeth behind or 2 teeth before or in the middle, or like I looked at everything and I was like, oh my God, will I ever get it back to be in the same timing? And I know it was in the same timing. But about 150 revolutions of the engines until you're getting back to the same timing. And then you get back to the same timing, you check the timing, you know you're good, you can continue in closing the engine. So just wanted to let you know that if you're ever doing this job and you don't know how many times you have to turn the engine, turn it until it gets back to the same timing. You know what, I may have not even counted. I think I counted only the last 120, because after about 30 or 40 times, I'm like, how many more times I'm going to have to spin the engine? So in that case, in this engine, I spun it about 150 times. After about 150 times, I got to the point that I got to the right timing. So 278 engine timing. If you did the timing and you want to know if you're back in the same timing, just continue spinning until you got to it. That's it. That's as far as this video. I'm gonna try and post another video tomorrow when we close the whole engine together, put the water pump, all the turbos, the intake planum and everything else. So stay tuned if you want to watch that, if you're interested in these engines. Direct injection and turbo obviously have the toll on the engine, and obviously it makes the engine maybe a little less reliable. I don't know, maybe just requires different maintenance that we don't know about yet. But definitely something for Mercedes engineers to look at and try and figure out how engine with 55,000 miles doesn't have to be taken out of the car and remanufacture, rebuild. But in that case, we got the engine out, we're rebuilding it, everything looks good. We put about probably $3,000 of new parts, plus machine shop that cost about $1,000, $1,200 to do the whole heads with the valve steams and everything else. So it looks real good. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll have a video where we continue the work on that. Thanks for watching, and I see there's one person there that's watching, giving you the thumbs up, buddy. All right, good night.